Okay, I don't know how this works because my wife says that I move my camera too fast or whatever. But I'm going to try and make a video. So I just walked outside on my front porch, and I have over here in the corner, let me see if I can get a little better picture.
Look at these hummingbirds for the leaves.
I have a little owl, a little glass owl sitting here.
Mama, look at these hummingbirds.
And my wife is hollering at me right now trying to interrupt all of this. So that makes it more frustrating. Anyway, this is my porch deck, and there's a little cat carrier and a little plastic deal that she has a couple of tools in or whatever. And here she comes up the steps. I think I probably made her mad by now. And anyway, here's a little pig she bought at a yard sale, and she painted it up. It looked like whatever it looks like, but it was just a little white ceramic pig, and my wife's pretty good at painting and this and that, so she painted it up. And so now I'm going to walk down my steps here. This is a cactus sitting here on my bottom step that my stepdaughter brought back to us a week or two ago from West Texas, and it seems to be enjoying the humidity and whatever else we have here. And here's a little tour of the basically an empty little area. Has one little plant, I don't know what it is, might be plastic for all I know. So I'm going to walk down the sidewalk. To my right is a little handicap ramp that my wife has put a whole bunch of pots on that have different various plants.
Stella?
Now she's interrupting me again, hollering at Stella, the little dog that's a pain in the ass because keeps going over there to the pasture next door. But in the meantime, this is a little view of what I have here on my handicap ramp. And then here's some 4 o'clocks that were just planted this year.
It's a hummingbird.
Huh?
That hummingbird's right in front of you.
And there's, my wife is dying for me to get a picture of these hummingbirds like they're going to fly away, but they're not. I'll show you those in a minute.
Come on, Stella.
So I got this little area here left of my sidewalk. The grandkids bought this little planter here with little feet with sandals on, and there's a plant growing there, and it's got a little sunflowers on it. I don't know if you can see them or not. Excuse me. But this is what my left side of my sidewalk looks like. And then I turn the corner, and I'm going to turn around, and I'm going to look back up the ramp. That's where I just came from. And I walked down the ramp, and here we are, and blah, blah, blah. But these are pretty cool. These are my 4 o'clocks. Actually, I guess I have to call my wife's 4 o'clocks. She's out here every day in the morning early watering them and taking care of them and doing a real good job. And we decided to grow some tomatoes this year, so here's some tomatoes, tomato plants. Basically right now that's all they are, is plants. There's not any fruit. I guess a tomato is a fruit instead of a vegetable, but it's fruit. But it's all still pretty cool. At least we're growing something, or trying to grow something. Oh look, here's a little tomato plant. It's got a little tomato on it. Let me see if I can zoom in here. Have a little look-see. I don't know how well this a very expensive camera that cost me $68 10 years ago, 5 megapixel, and I thought that was impressive at the time. So anyway, I'm going to back up here down my driveway. This is my driveway, and there's my van sitting there, and don't mean anything. And there's a new 4 o'clock she just transplanted. Dug it out of the ground and decided it looked pretty good over here along the driveway. So she did, and here's some more. That's a landscape timber down there at the bottom. That's what you're looking at. And there's some more right there. She has this coleus that she's pretty proud of. And it's at the very end of the driveway. And she transplanted it, and it's doing pretty well. Looks like it's doing pretty well. I don't know. And it's right next to another 4 o'clock plant that is pretty red. Oh, here comes a car. There it goes down the highway, and over here we have the railroad tracks and whatever. That's the end of my driveway. Here comes another car. Yeah, big deal. Anyway, this is just kind of where I'm at. There's my little cat, Leo. Leo's always running around everywhere, and he's chasing all the horses. We have horses next door. I'm going to walk over here by the fence and get a pretty good look at this horse. Yeah, there he is through the pipe fence. Yeah, he's too close. Here comes his buddy over here next door. I don't know what they're looking for carrots, I think, because my wife's been spoiling with carrots. Oh, he's going to stick his nose right here in my camera. I'm no good at all this, but this is what it is. Anyway, here comes Leo again. I turn around, I'm headed back to the house. There's Leo. He's a little troublemaker. Leo. Leo. Yeah, he's boring. So anyway, I'm going to go back over here into the yard. I just crossed over the little landscape timbers. There's the end of it with the coleus back there. Here's a few plants. Tomatoes. Look, if you look real close, you can probably see a little tomato actually growing in there. We have a little ceramic thing that says, "By his hands we are all fed." And what that is a little bird feeder made out of ceramic. Probably got it at a yard sale for $1 or something, but it's 2 hands basically. And you can fill it with bird food or water or whatever. But look at all these 4 o'clocks. Those are all 4 o'clocks. This is my little, I like this little area right here. I'm just going to kind of weave back and forth. There's my van tire. And look, we got some hummingbirds. There's hummingbirds been here all day, pecking away at these things. They'll stick their little beak down inside these flowers and go from one to another and just keep on trucking. They're busy as they can be. And now just to the left of that, there's that rabbit. Look at that rabbit. That's not even a real rabbit, but he's decoration. And here's some sort of a odd little thing that the wife has decided she needed here in the little garden. Coleus to the left there, and some kind of white flowers. I don't care what they are. And then here's this little cactus. See if I can zoom in on this cactus a little bit. It's pretty cool. It's been pretty healthy and growing. And there's a little welcome frog hidden in the foliage back there. And this is pretty cool too. This is all just evolved in the last week. This is some sort of a red flaming whatever, sort of a plant with different kind of flowers. and I don't really know what they are, zinnias or zanias or schizophrenics or something, I don't know. And then here's our best tomato plant, I guess, so far. It's a pretty good looking plant, growing in a pot outside, above ground, but it's got some tomatoes on it. And then up here on my deck rail, that's a little handicap ramp you see going down with my porch rail. And as we zoom over here, there's a little cactus that has fur on it, and I don't know what it's called. We call it hairy because it looks like it's kind of hairy, so we've named it hairy. And here's a little tricycle. I'm a tricycle collector, and I've got about 6 or 7 of them here on the front porch that I might remember to tell you about and show you. There's a train going on behind me, so it's kind of loud. There's a little hummingbird feeder that's hanging from my porch that I made from a Folgers coffee can. It's not really a can, it's a little plastic thing that Folgers coffee comes in, and you just basically hollow out a little hole and fill it with water. I think as long as it's red, the water doesn't have to be red, but the red attracts the hummingbirds from what I hear. And here's a little hummingbird feeder that has never worked in 15 years, but I keep it around just because. There's Uncle Sam hanging there from my porch, just as a little decoration. Here's a train that's making all that noise. This is my front yard. Here's my bird feeder up there, or my bird condominium. There's about, I guess, a dozen little homes there, and they're full. They're full every year. And if I cruise on back down here, there's one and only hanging basket. And it's got a coleus in it. I don't know why she put it there, but she did. I guess just because there's room for 4 and she's only got 1 on it. I don't know why. I don't get it and I don't care. It's all in fun. Look, there's the moon. I don't know if you'll be able to see it in this picture, but right above the train going by is a full moon. Just now rising. That's pretty cool. Here's the bird bath in my front yard. It leaks when I fill it up with water. It leaks and drips and stuff, but birds come here anyway. This got some water in it. See there? It's got some water in it. Good enough for them to drink. I mean, you know, after all, they're just birds. But all right. What else can I show you here? That's the end of my house, a little red shed back there in the background. My neighbor's got a really pretty cool tree. It's full of pink flowers, and I don't know what it's called. Maybe somebody can tell me what it's called, but I'm going to show it to you right here. Look at that. Check this out. That's really pretty. That's a real nice tree. It's probably 10, 12 feet tall. But it is full. It's more red this year than I've ever seen it. That's my next door neighbor's house and his yard and whatever. There goes the end of the train, look. There'll be another one by here in 30 minutes, maybe an hour. And that's okay. I don't mind the trains at all. I've lived here for 10 years. I hear them every night, and I've never heard them in 9 years. It took me a year to get used to it. I sleep right through it. Anyway, here I am back in my little yard. There's that hanging basket again, and here's just a little left to right thing. That's my front porch. Moving on down, moving on down. pretty cool looking stuff right there. It's pretty. I like it. There's that little rabbit. He's worthless. He won't. He don't do anything. Just sits there. And there's my van in the driveway. And you've seen all this before. So I'm gonna walk over here and come on back up. One more shot of these, my little garden area here. The wife's been real good about pulling weeds and grass and whatever out of it, and it's full of hummingbirds. I don't know if you can see them, but I'm going to stand right here and just have a real still shot and see if you can see anything flying around. I can see them with my naked eye, but like I say, I got 5 megapixels. These are really pretty cool. They'll be here all evening. And then tomorrow morning, about 4 or 5 o'clock, all of these flowers will close up. And they just look like dead flowers. But then every evening, they wake up. And they open up, and they blossom, and they bloom, and it's really pretty cool. Anyway, there's my trash cans. One's green. The one to the left is kind of a blue color. You can't see it. And it's for recycles, and I don't recycle, so it's full of branches and twigs and yard debris. And here's another little bug right here. I don't know what that is. I'm just going to hold this right here and see if we can capture anything. This little critter flying around. Now he's at my feet. Yeah, he's a pain in the ass to follow. Alright, I guess that's it. I'm gonna walk backwards up my handicap ramp now. Here comes Leo, bouncing around. He's over there by the trash can. Come on, Leo. Kitty, kitty, kitty. Yeah, that kitty, kitty, kitty shit never works. Anyway, I'm going to back up here a little bit. And I know this is not very professional. I just got in the mood, decided, all right, well, I'll do what I can do here. So I'll look at this and decide if I even want to post it or not. It's probably embarrassing because I kind of suck at this kind of stuff. I'm going to back up here now, and I almost fell off the other end of my porch, which is right there. Goes off into nowhere land, sort of. Plus it's getting dark out, so it's kind of dark. Maybe there's a little frog my sister from Missouri sent me. A little hanging frog with some bells on it. When the wind blows, it tinkles enough to piss you off. And right next to that is another one I think she sent me as well, but I'm not sure. But I got it from someplace, and when the wind blows hard enough, it tinkles too. So it's a bunch of that hillbilly crap that people seem to like. I'm not really all that into it, but they're alright, I guess. And now here's my thermometer showing that it's about 82, 83 degrees, 84 or something. I don't know. Don't care. Anyway, that's it for the night. I'm going to walk in now, and here's Stella laying on the floor. Scared her, so she got up, and there's the old lady, and she's making me a nice little salad for supper. And that's it. Adios.